It is Miss St. Louis here to talk to you about our math for Friday, April 17th. Today is our last day that we are going to be able to describe the relative size of measurement, except today we are going to be focusing on hours, minutes, and seconds. So we are going to be working a lot with some elapsed time, and we're going to be using the mountain, hill, and rock strategy. Your task is to watch this video, and then you have 3 parts to your assignment for today to work on some elapsed time. When you're done, make sure you are uploading your work to Seesaw. So I'm going to give you an example from each one of our parts of your work today. That way you can relate back to it as you are using it. And I'm going to show you what this mountain, hill, rock strategy is. So if you see after my pink directions here, there is some little pictures of what I mean by mountains, hills, and rocks. So mountains, those equal 1 hour. So if you're going to jump a whole hour, you can use a mountain to show that. Okay, your hills could be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, sometimes you could use 20 if you want, but we'll try and keep it between kind of your 5 and 10 minutes. So those are going to be, we can say, let's do 5 to 20 minute increments. And this will all make much more sense as I'm doing it. And then your last one, your rocks, are going to be those single little minutes. So those are just going to be your 1 minutes. All right, so I have this example here for you. So the first one, your directions are you're going to be writing the time for both of the clocks. So if you see my example, I've already written my time. You're going to be doing yours, and you'll be writing the start time and then the end time. Then you're going to use our strategy to solve our problem. And then lastly, you're going to put your hours and your minutes in those green boxes to check your answer. So if my start time is at 2:55, I'm going to put that at the way beginning. So then I'm just going to do an hour first. Actually, I'm going to do a 5 minutes because I want to get that to my next hour, which would be 3 o'clock. So I'm going to make a hill here, and that's going to be 5 minutes because that gets me to 3 o'clock. Then I can easily have a mountain, and that's a whole hour because then I can go to 4 o'clock. So I'm just going to put 1 in there just to symbolize 1 hour. So now I have 1 hour. Then I'm going to use a hill for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to use another hill for 5 minutes. So if I have my hill for 30, that puts me at 4:30. And then if I put my 5, that puts me at my 4:35, which happens to be my end time. Okay, so now what you're going to do in order to figure out how many hours and minutes you have, you're going to add up what you have in your mountains, your hills, and your rocks. So if I have 1 hour, how many hours I have? So I would plug that into my green box. And then if I look at my minutes, I have 5 minutes and 30, so there's 35, plus another 5 gives me 40. So my elapsed time would be 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay, so that is what you're going to do. So finding the time on the clock first, and then using your start time at the beginning of your timeline and working your way over using these. Please make sure that you are putting the increments inside of your mountains, hills, and rocks. That way I know what it means. So if you do a mountain, tell me how many hours. That way when you're going back to look at it, you just have to use those to count it up. Okay, so that is your first part of your assignment. When you go to slide 5, this time you do not have to find the time. It's already given to you. So it already has your start time and your end time. So you can go right into it. So again, if my start time is at 1:37, I'm going to put that down here. Okay, and I'm just going to go right to an hour. Actually, I'm going to do, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go just do an hour. If I do a 1 hour, that puts me at 2:37. And I could do another one, another hour, because then that would put me at 3:37. Okay, now I need to get to 3:48. Well, I could do a hill of 10 minutes, which would put me at 3:47. And then I would just have a rock of 1 minute, which would put me at my end time of 3:48. Okay, so again, you're going to add your hours. So I have 2 hours here. Put that down here. 2 hours. And then I have 10 minutes plus 1 minute, which gives me my 11 minutes. Okay, remember you are going to be putting yours in your green boxes to check your answers. Then the last one, these are going to be word problems. So you're going to have to be doing some deciphering to figure out how to figure out start time sometimes. It looks like you're to give you your information there, so you won't have to worry about that. But I will do this first one. So it says, it takes 30 minutes to drive to the movie theater. They saved Frankenstein Begins playing at 10 after 1. What is the latest that you can leave home? Okay, so your movie starts at 10 after 1, which would mean that start time would be 1:10. Okay, so you need to, it takes you 30 minutes to get there. So if you have to be there at 1:10, you're going to put that at your end and work back, because you need to figure out what is the latest you can get there. So I'm going to start off by making a hill of 10 minutes to go back, because that puts me at 1 o'clock. If it takes me 30 minutes, I still need 20 more minutes. So if I make another hill of 20 minutes, if I subtract 20 minutes from 1 o'clock, that would put me at 12:40. So I have my minutes now. Those show me that is the latest I can leave is 12:40 to be there right on time. So that one just had you work backwards. But yours looks like you're able to work forwards. So you guys will be fine on these. And then again, you're just going to plug in your hours and your minutes into the green. All right, friends, good luck today using our mountain, hill, and rock strategy. I cannot wait to see all of your work. Have a great day.